Good evening. Rescue teams have now recovered the bodies of 5 men who were killed when a wall collapsed in Birmingham yesterday.
Well, throughout the day, the community has been supporting the families of those who died. Our reporter Andy Bevan has been at the scrapyard throughout the day and joins us now. Andy.
Well, yes, it's almost about 36 hours now since this tragedy happened at Hawkswood Metal Recycling in the Nechells area. And rescue workers have now been able to recover all 5 bodies of the men who died here. Now, you'll remember that they were killed when a concrete partition wall collapsed onto them, burying them in tons of rubble as well as the scrap metal that the wall was retaining. This afternoon, police gave this update.
We are now in contact with all of the families and we'll be working with the families and the coroner's office to take the family through the next stage of this process. Some of the identification will not be straightforward in terms of the normal processes, so we'll be using perhaps DNA or other methods to conduct the identification processes over the next few days.
Well, none of the men has been officially named, but it's thought that they were all Spanish nationals of Gambian origin. Families, friends and work colleagues have been at the entrance to the yard all day waiting for any tiny bit of news to tell people back at home in the Gambia. In fact, the family of one of the men, named locally as Alimamo Jame, were due to join him here in the UK this weekend. This afternoon, his car, which he'd parked just by the gates here, was taken away by police.
Almamo, we are told that he's expecting his wife and children to join him in the United Kingdom on Sunday. And he was over the moon, waiting to receive his children in his arms. If you are told that my person just lost his life after coming to work on Wednesday, park his car out there, and it's disbelief, it's total shock.
Well, the men who died were all Muslims, and this afternoon a special Friday prayers was held for them at their local mosque. The Gambian Islamic Centre in Smethwick was packed to the doors, not just with Gambians, but with people with ties to countries across Africa and Asia. The sermon talked about how the community is being tested by this tragedy, and after prayers, the chairman told me just how much of an impact it's having on them.
People's emotions are very high, and particularly the family, the way in which circumstances these people passed away, is tragic. It's tragic. Up until now, we have not been able to see one single person within this among these people. So that's the tragic side of this thing, and how they die is tragic.
Well, the men's families might have to wait some time still before they can make any funeral arrangements. This afternoon, their bodies, or this evening I should say, their bodies will be taken to a mortuary in Coventry. Meanwhile, the investigation here into what happened yesterday morning continues.
Andy, thank you. More than 250 children